You know, I don't really do unscripted videos on this channel. Like, I have bullet points in front of me right now, but today I feel like I should probably just come on here with less editing and less of a script and just kind of give my focused opinion about the thing that we're going to be speaking about today, because I'm actually quite concerned and worried about this topic, this person, Nikocado Avocado. Recently, I discovered that there are videos titled Nikocado Avocado is dead, Nikocado Avocado died, Nikocado Avocado passed away, and obviously this is naturally going to worry a lot of people out there. What's happened to the bloke? Is he okay? Because yeah, there are a lot of concerning videos on Nick's channels alone, of videos like these of where he claims to be disabled, living a new life as a disabled person. Obviously most of it is just clickbait garbage, but you know, there's probably some truth somewhat scattered throughout these videos, because there is also videos of Nikocado claiming to have a heart attack on camera, and over the last year, people have progressively gotten, let's just say, a little bit concerned for the bloke's health. I just did a video recently speaking about body positivity, basically saying that, yeah, it's not really our business what somebody does with their body, but in a case like this where I think that the bloke can easily have influence on other content creators to make money via the content that he makes, and also just in general when I'm seeing a clear progression of somebody just mentally and physically getting worse and worse in the name of YouTube views, I'm obviously going to be a little bit concerned. And that's when we bring us into today's topic of Nikocado Avocado is actually missing, and I'm seriously worried for the bloke. Nikocado Avocado hasn't been cited on YouTube for around 3 weeks now. I've checked some of his YouTube channels, especially his main one, Nikocado Avocado 3, which he uploads consistently on every single week, and he just hasn't been there. He's been pretty much MIA, he's gone, and it's kind of like if you were to go to a beach and look for a seagull and they were just all randomly gone. That's how common this bloke is on YouTube. He is constantly uploading, he is constantly here, just doing the stupidest possible thing that you can actually imagine.
Wait. You literally squished.
I'm skinny. I'm skinny. It's just water. I don't believe in salads before you say anything like that. You know I don't believe in salads.
You're skinny, or you identify as skinny because you're not skinny? I think you just identify as skinny. You're not skinny, though.
There's people looking at me. It's called cell membranes, cell glucose. We don't digest cell plant membranes, cellulose.
You look like a cell.
I mean, this is Nikocado, and it's not really YouTube if the bloke isn't just doing ridiculous things on a week-to-week basis. But yeah, the bloke's been MIA from YouTube, and as I said previously, this naturally brought up a lot of speculation whether the bloke is dead or not. And when I first saw that, that kind of broke me to a point of when I discovered that Gerard Way and Joe Rogan are related.
Gerard Way, lead singer of My Chemical Romance.
Yes. Yeah, we're related.
But I do have to clarify, obviously, just before we go any further, the bloke's not dead. He's fine, I think, sort of, kind of. But that's what we're going to be discussing today. I actually don't think he's fine. I really don't. And there's two parts to this video. The investigation into where this bloke has gone, and then the second part of how Critical, yes, Moist Critical, has actually ruined this bloke's life. And okay, I feel like I need to say, I like the bloke. I like Critical a lot. I've watched him since 2011. Please don't get mad at me. Please do not soil your pants in the comment section. Everything shall be explained. Now, the place we're going to begin this investigation is Nikocado Avocado's last video, and just like all his other YouTube videos, this video is particularly confusing and concerning and makes you worried about the bloke to a new extent. It's titled, I'm having a really bad day McDonald's mukbang. I mean, to be honest with you, I think I'd be having a bad day if I was having a McDonald's mukbang. I don't know what it is, but when you pass the age of 25, I feel like you just kind of feel physically ill every time you even hear the word McDonald's. I don't know what it is. I just want to literally vomit my guts up every time I think about the prospect of eating a McDonald's, especially a mukbang. But you're probably thinking, well, what's been a bad day for Nick? Because based on the bloke's channel, it's probably going to be very difficult to make this guy actually have an in particular bad day. Did the McDonald's employee stick a fish fillet into his meal? If he did do that, he is a sick, sick bastard, because anybody that eats those meals are genuinely vile human beings. And if you're thinking, Fraser, I love fish fillet meals, well, guess what, friends? You are now a terrible human being. And I honestly think the only way you can kind of rectify that is by subscribing. And even if you don't like fish fillet meals, please just subscribe. I'm trying my best. But yes, let's actually get into this video where Nikocado Avocado says some extremely concerning things.
Hi everybody. I'm not having a good day.
Because you don't lose any weight, and
Yeah.
you're technically supposed to be losing weight because your dietitian hammer said you were going to lose weight this year.
My dietitian hammer says I should be dead.
You haven't lost any weight this year. You've gained 40 pounds this year. 160.
I've gained over 200 pounds on YouTube. I weigh, bring the scale. I weigh too much, but I just gave up on carrying, honestly.
Now, honestly, this is quite sad. Like, as much as people want to say the bloke's constantly a troll, I feel like there is a difference between the man in this video and whatever this is, but yeah, it's clearly a big difference, you know? And I think in this video, there is some truth to the madness. I think this bloke is clearly going through something, and I think when you're doing the amount of content that Nikocado puts on his channels, it's obviously going to go further than method acting, because I think that's what this whole thing started after with Nick. He realised that, yeah, he can monetize being an absolute nut job, and it's kind of led to him actually becoming somewhat of a nut job. I feel like you can kind of only do so much of this content without becoming absolutely insane, because I'm like not doing really insane things in these videos, but I am absolutely mental. So God only knows what's happened with Nikocado Avocado. I think these videos are probably really badly impacting this dude physically and mentally, because one, consuming this amount of unhealthy, terrible food on a day-to-day basis probably isn't going to be very good for you, but also just monetizing your, I guess, bad days, monetizing every really wrong thing that goes in your life, and then kind of amping it up by 100 times when you've got to exaggerate and be absolutely ridiculous on camera isn't going to help anybody mentally. And I don't care what anybody says, it's an act, it's a troll. Yeah, okay, but it's still, if you're doing it for 4 years, it's going to affect you. And you're probably thinking, well, Fraser, it's not been that concerning yet. And you're probably right, I haven't actually shown the rest of the video. Basically, the video is a mix of this and then just total, utter silence. And you may be thinking, okay, well, it's a little bit weird, but ultimately it's not like, I mean, it's not groundbreaking stuff from Nikocado Avocado. He's probably done a million other videos like this, and yeah, but at the same time, in this video, there's like 5 or 6 times of where every so often, every minute or so, the bloke randomly starts going on about his mental health for a few seconds, and I'm just kind of going to condense it into like a little 20-second compilation, and watch this and tell me that you're not slightly concerned for the bloke.
I have mental illness. I have mental illness. My mental health is not good. 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 My mental health is so bad. My mental health. My mental illness. My mental health. My mental health. My mental health is not, my mental illness. This is too much. Subscribe if you want.
Obviously, there's probably a little bit of an act in this, a little bit of dramatization and stuff, but I feel like whenever somebody kind of puts on a front of being insane on YouTube, there is ultimately a little bit of truth scattered throughout this, and I do have more further evidence to kind of back that in another bit of, I guess, clues to where this bloke has gone, which I'll show you further in this video. But yeah, I feel like this video is genuinely concerning, but maybe a few of you are probably still thinking, well, Fraser, you're probably just being duped at this point. You're probably just kind of being sucked into another troll from Nick. And yeah, I can understand that, given the amount of content this guy puts out of him, I guess, monetizing him going through tragic, fake things, that, yeah, this probably is another one of that. But ultimately, I don't actually think it is this time, because usually whenever Nikocado is going through some form of tragic period in his life, he will upload videos about it. He will monetize it, because Nikocado Avocado knows his tragic lifestyle is what pays his bills. That might be like a really sad thing to say, but yeah, this guy's life is a tragedy, And ultimately, that tragedy is his career and he knows how to monetize it. But in this case, he's not monetizing it. As I said, the bloke's MIA. He's not really gaining anything positive from this. And that only makes me think this whole thing is actually real. And I think that Nick's content has finally caught up with his mental health.
And I know a lot of people out there like to say that this is a front. It's an act, it's method acting. And I do agree with you. I honestly do. But at the same time, are we just going to ignore the fact that method acting has not caused so many people to be absolutely insane? Jared Leto is right there, guys. Yes, he was probably a bellend before the acting, but ultimately he's right there and he progressively gets more and more insane as the day goes by. And when you're an influencer doing this every single day, I feel like it's probably going to affect you mentally in some ways more than another, especially when you're doing this every day and this every single day. Guys, this is probably going to affect you. Like, I know he's a bit of a spoon. No, he's an absolute bellend. But Jake Paul was actually spitting facts when he said, it's everyday bro. Now, imagine if that everyday bro wasn't a commentary video like this, despite I am very insane, but it wasn't this. It was this. Every day. That's obviously going to affect you in ways which you probably don't understand and cannot comprehend, and I'd hope so.
And truthfully, as much as I do criticize this guy, and I kind of laugh at the guy, because it is kind of hard not to. Like, as much as we want to act like nice little gurus on the internet, we can't help but laugh. It's funny. It is funny, and he knows it's funny. He's a funny guy, and it's hard not to laugh at. But as much as I do laugh at it, I do actually hope that over these 2 weeks of not being on the internet, the guy's kind of seen it as like this therapeutic, I guess, situation of, oh, actually, not putting every part of my life on the internet, every tragic part of my life is actually very good for me mentally, and maybe I'm no longer going to do that, and maybe I'm going to go through a glow-up phase. Because honestly, there is nothing more that I want for Nikocado Avocado to go through than a glow-up phase.
And when I say glow-up, I don't mean that Nikocado needs to become the next Joey Swole, lose 7,000 pounds and become a fitness guru. No, I just mean the bloke that just needs to stop doing this every single day on his channel, maybe just focus on eating KFC. That sounds actually much better than whatever this is. Much better. I think that's actually a glow up, and I think honestly people agree Nick kind of needs to go down a different path than where he's currently going, because some comments were saying the fact that Nick posts for 2 weeks immediately makes people jump to the assumption that he could be dead really does just say something about the overall quality of this man's health. And I'm gonna be honest, they're spot on. I think when you leave the internet for 2 weeks, usually nobody cares. If I left for 2 weeks, people would probably celebrate. But Nick leaves and people are thinking that the man's heart has given out. That's probably not good. That's not good, Nick. You should probably look at that and think, oh yeah, things aren't actually this good, are they? I know I've got millions, but it's probably to the detriment of my health. And there are other comments saying if this guy starts a weight loss journey and manages to do it, he'll become nothing short of a YouTube legend. Honestly, quite true. That would be a very sick thing to see, and YouTube Red should just give him a series, because nobody is watching this at this point, so just at least do something with it. Then there's another comment saying, I would 1,000% watch your health journey. Your personality and humor is what brings many of us here. Hope you are well. And honestly, I do agree with that. I genuinely do. I think that Nick, despite all of my criticisms of the bloke, can come off very likable at times. And also, I think the guy is funny. Like, whether we want to admit it or not, the bloke clearly has some good humor to him. And I think that could go well in just regular, normal, toned down YouTube videos.
But yeah, moving away from all of that, we kind of got to move on to the next clue of where Nikocado has seemingly gone in these last few weeks. And I thought, well, seemingly he's not uploaded onto his YouTube channel, because, you know, you've got Nikocado Avocado 2. He's been gone for 7 months. You've got a spam channel, Nikocado Avocado 3, which I said he's been gone for 2 weeks from. You've got more Nikocado Avocado for 3 weeks. And you've got even Nikocado Avocado Shorts, where you get amazing content like this.
I'm mad. I paid for extra cheese. Does this look like extra cheese to you? I think not. This pizza is going into the trash.
Yeah, he's been gone from that for also 3 weeks. And when you compile all of that content, you've probably got to think that, yeah, it maybe has affected him, especially given the nature of the content. So, given that he's MIA and all of that, I've moved over to his Twitter account to see, has he been saying anything on there? But no, it seems that Nikocado Avocado's Twitter account is actually locked and you can't follow it. And honestly, I'm eternally grateful for this because I've seen this man's asshole far too many times. I don't need to see Nick's bum crack again. And thanks, actually, Nick. I do have to say thank you very much for private in your Twitter because I felt like I should have got therapy for the amount of times I have seen that man's ass. Like, you may be thinking, Fraser, why have you seen this man's ass? And it's just because it's constantly plastered on Twitter. And I thought that I did used to follow this account, but I've either been soft blocked or maybe me in my sleep unfollowed this account because I was having nightmares about it. But yeah, Nick's seemingly MIA on Twitter as well. And it seems that basically there is no information up until the 18th of July of where Nick has actually gone. So naturally, as I keep bringing it up, there has been videos being like, is the bloke dead? Has he died? Guys, no, Nikocado Avocado isn't dead. And I know that he has a video where he seemingly has like an actual heart attack whilst recording, but no, he's not dead. He actually responded to the situation recently, which actually only furthers everything that I've said in this video, because Nick has responded in a private video which he sent to another YouTuber that I'm gonna credit, Van Loose, who uploaded this video onto her YouTube channel of where Nick pretty much just explains why he's gone, where he's gone, if he's gonna come back to YouTube, and yes, that he hasn't actually died. I feel like the only person that is going to die right now is me. I've just taken ADHD medication, and I've just drunk an energy drink, and I've had a coffee, and honestly, I feel like I'm having an on-screen heart attack, but let's just get into this response video.
Hello, Van. I love your name, by the way, Van Luke. So, my life is so crazy. It's so up and down. It's a roller coaster. And people say, how do you know what to talk about on the internet? How do you know how to keep people entertained? How do you know what to do? And when people ask me this, I always say, my life naturally has a way of being dramatic. It just is. That's why I was like, let's just do YouTube, because I don't even have to try. There's always going down in my life. Something's wrong. Something got lost. Something broke. I feel like shit. Water weight. So,
now honestly, I feel like this kind of furthers basically everything that I've said in this video. The guy clearly acknowledges that, yeah, he can monetize every single tragic aspect in his life, and that will always lead to views, because the bloke's got a pretty wild lifestyle. I mean, his relationship on its own, this thing, I mean, if you don't know about it, here's a clip of Nick and his boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, I don't really know at this point, but here's a clip of him and Orlin
Shopping for some new toys. Because that's what I have. Appreciate my cake.
Yeah, it's obviously a pretty wild relationship, but as I'm saying, he clearly knows that he can monetize parts of that. But ultimately, given the fact that the bloke's gone for 2 weeks, I feel like it has probably affected him. And he kind of does seemingly confirm that in this video. And yeah, it is ultimately quite tragic.
anyways, I feel like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's this big this heavy load of responsibility to make people happy and to make them laugh and everything. And then the other half of me is just like, everybody, you know what I mean? So I just show up to YouTube and I'm like, I don't shower. I look like shit. I don't even have a good story time. I just eat it.
I hate to interject here because I know I've only been playing it for a little bit, but honestly, it is sad to hear, because I definitely think that Nikocado Avocado, as much as like people criticize him and as much as the majority of his audience do just completely outright hate watch him, because Nick's channel isn't a regular YouTube channel. I think we know at this point, Nick's not a regular YouTuber. He has an audience that come to him, millions of people that come to him to watch him just go through absolutely mental stuff. But Nick ultimately will still see that as his audience and as his fan base. And I feel like what you can take from this is he feels like he needs to come onto his YouTube channel and just put out the most absolute absurd shit possible. And man, it's just depressing. It is sad. I feel like even if you do criticize the bloke, you must be a little bit soulless if you don't find that a little bit sad, because ultimately I feel like the videos which we all disagree with, like the disabled videos for example, they come from a point of, yes, they are bad, but at the same time I feel like he's only making them, for one, to obviously make money, but at the same time a real sick twisted part of me thinks that Nick actually thinks that this is what he needs to put on this channel to actually, I guess, entertain his fans. And bro, that's just so sad and so concerning, and I think that it's only going to lead to even more terrible content and even more Nick putting his life at risk.
Listen, I do want to thank you for watching my show of a channel. My channel is a show. It's literally a trash heap. It's literally welcome to the dumpster. When you click on my channel, I should just say welcome to the dumpster. It's crazy, you know. And I do appreciate having people in, you know, YouTube, I love it. That's why I post every day. And, like, I never see myself stopping or anything like that. Like, I just love to create. But every once in a while, it's like, damn, everyone's so mean. And everyone's so stupid. It's like, wow. Like, yesterday, we had Dairy Queen, right? And you saw all the comments, people saying just like, well, we know he ate that off camera. Oh, well, he said he was supposed to be oh my God, it's just people. I don't even think it should matter what people think and feel, because it's a video of me eating, but yeah, I'll see you on YouTube. Thank you so much for your support.
Honestly, the weird thing about this video is he does seem like a pretty likable guy. I know he's done a lot of terrible things, but it's just kind of, it's like frustrating. I've got like the one part of me who's got the brain arguing that no, Fraser, the bloke, is doing all this, but then I've got the heart of me being like, oh, but he seems like a really nice guy. And it's like, I don't really know what to think. The only thing I can say is, yes, Nick isn't missing. Well, he is kind of missing. He went missing, but now he's back. He isn't dead. And I think the only person that is going to die right now is honestly me during this heat wave. I am sweating my nutsack off, whilst also my heart is going at a very fast rate because of these medication tablet things and the coffee. I shouldn't really do this on camera, but I'm probably the only one dying. Nick seems actually, well, not fine, but at least we know that he's okay and still kicking. But Nick taking a few weeks off YouTube shows that maybe he's slightly falling out of love with this thing, especially with what he says in this video. And that makes me be even more concerned, because ultimately it can either now go two ways. Nick can kind of cut back from these crazy videos, or it can get worse. It can get so unbelievably worse, and that does kind of move us into the chapter 2 of this video of this lovely bloke. Yes, critical. I'm here to tell you today that this lovely man actually somewhat ruins Nikocado Avocado's life.
And my friends, please relax, please, for the love of God, just relax. I love the bloke, I truly do. But we cannot deny that a cycle has begun, or even just gotten worse, since Critical made his video about Nikocado Avocado. I'm not saying that he intended to ruin his life. I'm not saying that there was a master plan from Critical. I'm just saying that it's more just a testament to Nick's character, that ever since this video dropped, things have just been progressively getting more and more insane.
This video is the most, I think, viewed video criticizing Nikocado Avocado. It brought the most drama to Nikocado, more drama than any other real situation about Nick, and naturally that made Nick's channel absolutely skyrocket. He started making more bait videos week after week. It was a new style, and people like Critical obviously were going to further criticize this. Critical made more videos, and it just brought more and more attention to this guy's YouTube channel. Nick could upload a random video and it would get 2 million views. 2 million views on a random Nikocado Avocado video where he does the exact same bait that he's been doing for a week straight.
It's your fault. You people don't leave me alone!
So yeah, this situation brought like a complete tidal wave of hatred towards Nick's channel, and I can completely understand it and get the criticism. I'm not criticizing Critical, guys, please. I'm not criticizing the almighty God himself. Like, I know it's a struggle to somewhat conflate negativity with your favorite internet people, but we're gonna have to do that here. Because naturally, when there's a lot of views in a situation, when there's drama, things are going to be amped up to a max. But what happens after that situation is the views go down. less people care, more people interact, meaning money goes down and down and down. Obviously, Nick's probably still earning lots and lots of millions, but he's probably not earning the same amount of millions that he was earning during the critical era. So what I'm saying here is that Nick, ever since this period of time, has just been doing the most outlandish possible shit to get the same level of views that he was getting during the critical situation, because honestly, he was really only uploading these disabled videos for a very short period of time before critical caught onto them. Do I think he would have continued doing these videos if people didn't speak about them? No. But naturally, we have spoken about them, and that has made Nick realize that yes, videos of him doing absolutely insane shit and monetizing the worst parts of his life are going to get more views than videos of him just eating Kentucky Fried Chicken. I mean, the bloke literally put a video of him seemingly having a heart attack on his YouTube channel.
Ouch! Orlin? What? I needed you to come here and turn off the camera so I can tell you something.
Right there.
Do you need insulin?
Turn off the camera.
What's wrong? Are you fine?
Turn off the camera.
Oh, we need to get the aspirin.
Yeah, it's pinching really bad.
Oh.
Now yes, this video is concerning for two different reasons. Because one, it could be fake. This could be, once again, Nick, he's taken something tragic, something that affects a lot of people on a day-to-day basis, and worrying and scaring his audience by making them think that yes, he is in a very tough position, especially with his physical health, and these videos where they're speculating on whether he could die or not could possibly be a reality. That's obviously a very shitty thing to lie about, but then there could also be the concern that yes, maybe this actually was a real heart attack, and maybe Nick just thought, you know what, I've got to keep the cameras rolling. I can't go to the hospital because, I need to get the views and attention that this video is going to bring me, and I think that the critical situation has only pushed him further and further into making these styles of videos, and that's so unbelievably sad and so unbelievably concerning and depressing, and that's why I think that he probably has taken these 2 weeks off, because making videos like that for 9 months straight is obviously going to impact you. The tragedy of Nikocado's life being such a tragedy is that it is so easily monetizable. There are TikTok compilations out there about this bloke with over 10 million views of where it's just got a little shitty sad sound over it with Nikocado at his worst moments. This has 700,000 likes and 10 million views. That's more than I get in like a year, I swear to God, man. So obviously, if a fan account's getting that level of clout, what do you think Nikocado is going to get? Plus the actual AdSense and money from that, because, well, yes, he is Nikocado and he can do whatever he wants and monetize anything bad that goes on in his life because he knows to just get the camera out at absolutely any opportunity. So to conclude this video, yes, Nikocado has gone missing, and yes, I am worried about him, and yes, he is going to come back to YouTube, but honestly, is that a good thing? I don't really think so. Would I like to see this bloke uploading videos? Yeah, I would. I'd like to see him doing videos of him just doing regular normal things. Hey, even if he was just doing regular mukbangs, that's good enough for me. But as I've said a million times, and as those comments said earlier, people would really like to see this guy go on a glow up. And as I said earlier, that doesn't mean just losing weight. That just means doing better mentally. That just means not having to think that he needs to monetize every bad thing that happens in his life. That would be a nice little stepping stone. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video by saying, what is this whole Nikocado Avocado universe, and why does it just keep getting more and more mental? I don't know, probably because it makes a lot of money for a lot of people. Yes, am I contributing to this? Yes, I am. Yes, am I part of the problem? Honestly, yes, I am. As I said earlier, making videos like this is only going to make him even worse, but it does just seem that we're kind of at this paradox of, really, what can you say and what can you do at this point to actually help? But that is the ending of this video. Thank you very much for coming along. I understand that this may be a bit more rambly because I do have like a slight script. I do have a script. I do honestly have a script. I don't even want to pretending to lie about it. I have a script in front of me, but I'm kind of going off it because I feel like these videos are more real, and I honestly probably enjoy making them more like this. So if you do want me to be a bit more, I guess, toned down, less edited, please let me know in the comment section, because I like doing both styles. I do, but sometimes it is nice to just sit down and have a little bit of a chat with you guys, because shit like this is insane, and honestly, I feel weird just making it all memey and ridiculous, as much as it is very easy to, and probably will do in the future. It is, sometimes you just need to relax, and sometimes you just need to say, what is going on? Please follow my second channel, inabber Live. Please follow my Twitter, inabber69. Please follow my Instagram. It's all there in the bloody description. Have a cracking day, and yeah, see you later.